Hi, welcome. Like many of you, I also put ArcoLinux on people's PCs. So whenever my brother is not working on Windows, which he likes because of the games, I have this ArcoLinux 18.12, so December edition, still on here from last year. So this is another stay rolling video. Because people tend to say, hey, updates, you need to update every day or every week or even every month, and then ArcoLinux or ArcoLinux will not break. It's all lots of rubbish. It's information you need, knowledge you need, and that's what we provide at ArcoLinux. So when you want to know when was the last time this thing was launched, I'll better scroll up. So October the 28th is today, so September is the last time I opened it up, then July, then jump to February, and then December, November, October. So from time to time when I visit my family, I just put it on, and in this case let's make a video and update everything. It came to my attention that people still ask me, hey, how should I update? Well, it's all on our websites, right? There is ArcoLinux information website, arcolinux.com.d for the ArcoLinux D ISO. Build it yourself, ArcoLinux B. I would go to arcolinux.com, and there is in here somewhere all about a category just about updating, all the information you need to acquire to be, well, self-sufficient and self-reliant. With Ctrl-Alt-T, F12 does not exist yet. This is a PC from December. We're going to update. Now let's see if update exists, because aliases change over time. So an update is possible, and is it an alias? I suppose it is. There are some errors here and a question to replace this. So what you may have noticed, may have seen in the communication we provided you was about the change in names, and in the beta page there is already some mentioning there that some of the packages have been renamed due to the fact that we like to have something, some more consistency, some better naming, so that you know by the name already what's going to be installed. Like for instance, these guys are all packages for the desktop settings. So awesome BSPWM, so the real data configuration settings for your desktop, right? When it says config, it's actually going to put something in your .config folder in here, in your home folder, .config, but it's not really related to the desktop. It's to have a beautiful desktop, like icons and a theme maybe, and some information of nano, RC, etc., GPIC, things like that, but it is not really specific to the desktop it's on. So everything with arcolinux.config minus config here is going to your .config, and the same goes for the local. There's up here somewhere the local thing. Everything that has ArcoLinux local is going to go to your .local, and then applications and .local XFCE. So more consistency in the naming, and that's why you get this line here that says, do you want to replace ArcoLinux applications kit with ArcoLinux local? So with the name, you know this thing is going to be inside .local, and then share applications. So the only thing you need to know if you see something like that, yes, you say yes, of course. Replace openbox config. So this is a wrong naming, so we renamed it to ArcoLinux openbox, and we say yes again. Okay, probably run into issues, we'll see later. Tuner XFCE, so this is something especially for XFCE. So yes, nothing changed, by the way. All these packages contain the same contents, but it's a new name, that's it, which makes it more easier for us to define the Lego blocks, to know by the name what it is, what's inside there. And we're probably, with this long time ago, we're gonna have to install the ArcoLinux keyring at some point in time. It's gonna say, hey, we don't know this package, there's no keyring for it, and I suppose it's gonna be in here somewhere. So I'm trying to scroll ArcoLinux keyring. So probably we're going to be stuck at that particular folder when it wants to check, is that package a correct package, a keyring check. Then it won't have the keyring for it. But let's just wait for everything to show up so it becomes evident what to do. It's been a while, so the download will take a little bit long. I see 2 megabits per second, so Ctrl-Alt-T. Maybe it's time to do another mirror, since it is such a long time this thing was run. So let's ask him for another mirror in hopes that whatever mirror I get from ArcoLinux, by the way, not ArcoLinux, ArcoLinux mirrors, is going to be better. I guess or we pause the video or we can have a look a little bit more here. So why renaming, more consistency. ArcoLinux config means going to be in the .config, local means in the .local. So 2 examples, some change names here. As a result, everything has changed, of course. ArcoLinux D scripts, ArcoLinux B scripts have been changed. So if you encounter issues, human error is possible. It is super complex to reroute or rename all these things and make no mistakes. So there are 2 kind of packages, as you see, the ones that contain the desktop settings. So we have now 19 desktops, Xmonad, XFCE, Qtile, Plasma and Plasma Nemesis to experiment. This is our experimentation package. So if we decide something is working, then it's going to inside the Plasma Git. We'll develop this one, we'll develop this one, and we'll develop this one. So basically we're at 15 desktops these days, and there is one just for the ISO of XFCE. OpenBox i3, but that's not here. I believe that's under here that I wrote. This one is for the big ISO, like we call it, right? So there is a package for your desktop settings, and there's a package for all the things that go in your .config. Things that are, maybe we can have a look. Things that go into the .config are repositories, repos, config. The only thing we can show is this one. So what is in here? Things like auto start is in here, the catfish, the fonts are in here, the calculator is in here, gpic is in here. Anything but not desktop related, not XFCE related, not BSPWM related. This is related to Nano, this is related to the application Nomax. So anything not related to the desktop goes into this thing, anything related to the desktop goes in here. That's pretty much the goal and the idea and the distinction. So if you want to, if you are an ArcoLinux, and that's going to be our advantage, if you are an ArcoLinux D, well, you start with ArcoLinux D ISO, that's one thing. But you can also start with ArcoLinux d.com with the ArcoLinux phase. There you can say, I'm gonna install sudo pacman xfce and ArcoLinux dash or minus config xfce. So you have two packages, and then you have your complete well, ArcoLinux look, more or less, of course, depending on the desktop you're on, but it gives us more clarity. One thing is for the desktop settings, and the other is for what's inside your config, which is not desktop related. So you can skip that one basically. So now you can. It will give us more flexibility. So what I was saying is that in the ArcoLinux D version with the ISO, you can decide to install just ArcoLinux XFCE and or ArcoLinux config XFCE. That's the choice. And in phase 5 we can do just the same thing, of course. We install ArcoLinux, and when we spice up, that's what we call spice up Arch. So if people sometimes are stuck in ArcoLinux and say how this doesn't work, on ArcoLinux it works, and so on, well, then you need to add some spices, so elements from ArcoLinux inside ArcoLinux, and these are all tutorials, experiments for you to master ArcoLinux and then move along to an improved ArcoLinux. Let's say the requirements or the themes and the configs from ArcoLinux, get them in, get the spices in, and then you are back to where ArcoLinux is. But then via another way, via the Archway installation, this way. It's all possibilities, and it will make us, this change in names will make it more flexible. We can change things per desktop. That would be nice. So I better put it on pause here. We can keep talking, but I think most of the things have been said. Let's go back here, all that. So that's all old school. So in a few days we'll launch 19.11.3, but of course we're never sitting still, we're always developing, and this is going to be just rolling business, because we don't need to clean install, we just keep rolling. And that's what you can do with Pacman. You say this package is going to be replaced by this one. This package is replacing that package. You can say in the package build, if there's an update, then this guy is out, is deleted, and this guy is replacing that one. So that's what we did in here, and some of these guys maybe as well, but most of them are new, so the bold ones are the new ones. That did not exist, and it's about 50-50, I guess, the things that were already there and that are not there, but now it's consistent. Every desktop has a config, every desktop has its settings. So there's always a package for both of them, always. Also for the new ones, so the ones that are coming, GWM, DWM, and Enlightenment. Let's pause the video here. Hi, we're back. This PC is that old that the package it's receiving has still the old seed host URL. So it should be bike seedhost EU and not master.seedhost EU. So let's see if we can do it without intervening manually. Pacman minus s ArcoLinux. We have also a mirror list like ArcoLinux has one too. So 19.6 looks about okay. What did change now? We changed in the Pacman. Where should Pacman go and have a look to get its data? So this is the bike seed host ArcoLinux GitHub, right? So that's where it should get it. It should not get it from seed host, this master thing. Maybe you've seen the message that we have upped our servers or increased our download and space and all that. So we are spending more money on seed host to provide you more service. So let's do that again. And then of course, well, I don't know why, but we had to change our URL. So the provider, seed host, says, okay, you have now a new computer, I mean, as a faster computer, I guess. So another URL pointing to a different kind of server. And here we are with the keyring things. Let's see if he's going to find out that the keyring is changed. Downloading required keys is taking too long, but sometimes you have to wait. Like this one, do you want to import? Yes, you say, sure, please do. And he's going ahead. Would be great if we don't need to install it. It seems to do without. What I would do, if anything goes wrong, always do a sudo pacman minus s minus, that's not minus, minus s ArcoLinux, and then you can press tab and then the keyring. You see, that's the one you want. That's the one, if keys are wrong, that's the one you need to install. This one, the keyring. But you saw the import was successful here. He asked to import something. I said, okay, yes, sure, please do. Christian Hesse, well, you actually grant him permission to sign packages. And here are the keys. So it says upgrading ArcoLinux keyring, and there's all the keys that are disabled and the ones that are new are in there. And here are all the ArcoLinux packages. If we see something like this, lines like that, saying something is going into etc_skel, then you know already there's an alias. It makes it easy for you with the name skel. A lot of things have changed, of course, over the road of how many, when I'm not sure when I updated, I suppose 1812, right? I suppose I've never really updated it. I ran it, but I must have updated here because I see here kernels. So I suppose these are all the same kernel. July is probably the last time I updated it. My idea, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Point of the video is stay rolling, always stay rolling, right? So another example how older PCs that have been updated for a few months, have not been updated for a few months, get an update in. Let's wait here for the installation. Alright, so if you did an update and you had no issues with your ArcoLinux keyring, then that's great, otherwise you install it. Let's repeat it again. So it's in the video, sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux keyring. It's super important that you remember this one. Only if you have issues with keys. Okay? Now, what we've done now is an update ArcoLinux and ArcoLinux. What we have not done now is anything coming from the AUR. That's the Arch user repository. If after update you do a, well, upall does not exist yet. pksywa was our previous alias. All of this will be updated. A lot of things that are in here, things that now already have been or are out of date, or we don't want them anymore. So there are things in here we just can't get. Yeah, this is normal. Right mouse click, open your new window. Don't start Googling it. Reboot your system. Right after such a big change, you need to simply reboot. So what can go out? We have the sudo. Well, we can actually have we can do our skel. That's the first thing we should do before everything else, because etc_skel, there were lots of mentions about new stuff. And backup skel is also an interesting thing. Why? Because if you have two of them, you can have a look what changed in my etc_skel. You can compare one with the other, and you'll see only the differences like this. And you can see it, what folders are new, the stay rolling is new, all kind of scripting is new here, all the ArcoLinux logos are new, stuff. What's changed on my system? That's this, what changed on my system between 2018 11 November 2018 25 till 2019 10 28. So a year. What this is actually the look of what we've done last year, right? A year's work. Difference in etc_skel only, because there are also other packages. Now you can go via bin here, stay rolling, and then have a look. So we could go for 1812, which means we need to go from here to here to here and everything separately, which is probably what you would do if you don't know what's going on. Then you go, oh sorry, you need to go in here and then you say stay rolling, right? And everything is going to be installed or deleted, etc. Again, it's pointing to etc_skel, so reflex skel it is. And we can go and do this. Let's do this and see what happens to our list of installations. That's not my password, I'm afraid. Okay, that is my password. I see skel again, I type skel. Did we do it twice now? I think so. Anyway, doesn't matter. If you do it 3 times, it doesn't really matter. And the scripts will do what the scripts will do. qBittorrent is installed. Okay, this is a flashback for me, right? In January to February. Ah, I see what's going on. So Control Alt. There are some. Well, actually, the best thing to do is just delete everything. Control Alt T, scal. Of course, we corrected everything, but what's in your home directory is never going to be overwritten. Well, yes and no. I mean, the things that we've changed will not be. Oh, sorry, it's difficult to say, but you saw that the thing here was 19.1, right? And we changed on numbering. So that's why I deleted everything and got it back. So it's clear now that everything is new and not rewritten. Just going ahead again, see that I did everything. So that's fine. This one, stay rolling. Okay. Papyrus icon is out, and we're going to install that one. At some point in time, if you look back, you have to make choices. If at some point in time a package is orphaned, or a package is not working anymore, like the Redshift, it's not working, or was working on some people's computer and others not, well, we don't want the frustration on there. So then we start making decisions. Let's get rid of this, let's get rid of that. So we are already at 18.12.1. It's not changing the numbers, but it will at some point in time, since we've changed our scripts. That's out. Move to AOR. What was this? Umox. Yeah, Umox was a terrible thing to build. And here we have a change. The Arco themes NicoGit and the one are in conflict. So the older Arc themes are gone and the new Arc themes from NicoHood are in. Just made new ones, by the way. Yeah, it's a lot of work, of course. But you see what's going to happen. Every line helps you. GeoGlue, Redshift, in, out, in, out. We've done had a lot of issues with Redshift, and then we decided, well, let's not put it on the ISO, because if it frustrates people, it frustrates us, and we don't want frustration. So anything that frustrates is out of the ISO. Still no numbering. I wonder when will it kick in, or whether we'll have to do it manually. So there's an old version and a new version. So we don't need this one. We need number 2. I guess we have to see. That one was orphaned, I think. I think we'll have to do it manually. The LSB release. I can't tell you enough how unimportant this is, the numbering in your system. This is to make sure you actually have uninstalled it, and we've done it, or did we do it twice? Might be possible as well. So let's see, temps is no longer there, no longer maintained, not working anymore, out of the ISO, out of our system. So that's how we keep rolling, adapting, of course, every step of the way. So temps is already gone. Now we're sure. Font manager seems not to be updated, so we're going away from that one and using the Git version. Font manager Git is up to date, is building, and is working. Choices. Okay, what else do I see? Package query, I don't think we need this. Umox needs to go for sure. Don't want Umox on my systems anymore. But then it's a personal choice. Sudo pacman -r Umox. It takes a lot of time to. Let's do it first in PK SYUA. Yeah, let's first take a look at Ctrl Alt T. So 1911.3. Let's help. Oh, it's correct, right? I thought let's help him. No, we don't need to help him. That is the correct version of today, 1911.3. We have not rebooted yet, so the kernel is 4.20.8. Okay, it will be higher if I reboot. What's still interesting, after the shell, the backup shell probably will have changed our bash RC. The only thing you have to remember is copy the bash cb, and copy bash does not exist yet. Okay, then we'll have to do this manually. So that's what we did. We improved our configs really, and in here, what's the difference between these two guys is what all the things we've changed and improved. And it's a lot, of course. After years work, it's a lot. The upspade and update, you know, the typos I do all the time. Use all the cores. Upall is there. Update FC is there. Copy bash. Here's the CB we need. The alias for the mirrors, all new since 1 year's time. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff that's new. Alright, that's it. It's in here. Now we need to source this thing. This needs to be loaded. So, load me, source me the bash RC. Voila. Now he knows CB. Now I can do CB. Now I can do upall. Now he knows everything. All the things that require, well, that we have done in the past. Control C. We can run this. Now, as if this is the new one, let's get this out of the way. This is the new list. To save time. Yeah, that's not still not possible. You need to reboot. Sudo pacman -r. There are a lot of Sardi icons there. If I don't want Sardi icons anymore, maybe I can include that one as well. If it's here, go get ArcoLinux GitHub. Git pull in my case, or else git clone https /github.com/ericdubois/ArcoLinux-nemesis. Then you get this. And in here is something to delete and uninstall all the icons, the extra packs. So that's also interesting to know. If you want to get rid of things again, uninstall will make our lives a bit faster here. Icons sardi extra pack. So basically it's just saying sudo pacman -remove again and again and again and again. Remove, 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 remove. That's why we love scripting. It's so easy to let the computer work for you. It just says sudo pacman -r. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Oops. What did I do? So, like I said, accounting stuff and all that, the package, and then remove the package without confirmation, remove the package without confirmation, and so on. Oh, this one, all package is gone. Let's do this again. Upall. Okay, we're narrowing it down. So we get these things. I want that, want that, want that. I don't want libc++, not necessary anymore. We used to have it for Discord. Discord is now in our Arch repo, so thank you ArcoLinux for putting that in there. Numix is good. Package querying, really not sure if we need that one. EDN kit, not sure either. Time shift, blah, blah, blah. Mugshot, Mac, AOR. The rest is okay. The rest is okay. Just update my system. And all the rest is fine by me. So that's a selection of, I guess, must have been 1912. I don't know when this PC was last updated. That's what I'm unsure of. It says 1812, and it seemed like it was booted at some time, but maybe not updated by then. I don't know. Anyway, another video how to keep rolling. Maybe let's include this one as well, this strange message. I've been adding it in other videos as well. So if you're watching the channel, remember the title is just a title because YouTube wants a title. But the point is, I discuss many more things inside the video than just the title, like for instance solutions like these. The question or the pop-up you get there is because the packager is still John Doe, and I'm Eric Dubois, almost signing off here, and my brother's PC is again up to specs. Keep rolling, guys. No need to do clean installs, and the more you do this, the more that you well, watch videos and things like that and do the actual work, you'll get that it's not that difficult. Actually, it's fine. I suppose at some point, I don't know if I have to stop it, but I hope I don't have to stop it, and the message should be gone, this warning. So the warning up here, packager should have the format blah blah blah, should be away at some point in time, and I don't see it anymore. So I guess in the meantime it's gone. This is the longer one, I guess it's PAMAKEOR. Timeshift is also long build. But anyway, I think we can conclude, and the rest of the building is just taking its time. Will not, well, if something goes wrong and it's a package from the AOR, last thing maybe is go, don't tell us, well, you can always tell us and we can try to help you, but tell these guys for sure, right? AOR, ArcoLinux, that's the place to be, and say, okay, if Vivaldi snapshot, there is a problem, sign in, make a login up here, register login, etc. And where is it? Flag it out of date, flag package out of date, and say to the people in question, okay, I think that's the problem, or I have an issue with, etc. So the maintainers, which is in this case Black Ike Eagle, gets a mail, and when he has the time, because it's all free, there's no rush, there's no commitment there, in the sense that it's a financial commitment. It's a free service that maintainers provide, so be patient, and they'll research it. That takes time as well, and make a proper new package build for the new release. Until then, we just wait and everything will work. You just can't build it at a particular time, but if your older version is there on your computer, it will still work most of the time, 90% of the time, and you will just wait for the update to come. In this case, InSync is updated by me, so maintained by me, so flag it out of date if you see there's a new version on the website from InSync. Just give us a notice, just the way I told you. Go to AOR website, flag it out of date. I guess we're almost there. I don't know if we need to wait or do anything, but the message is gone. That's important for you to notice as well. There is no more this text about maintainer, builder name, etc. So I guess this is the end of the video, guys. We can stay and wait, but I've said all that I need to say. Enjoy ArcoLinux, enjoy ArcoLinux, and see you later.